WordPress Plugins, Module 1, Fast Secure Contact Form. Hi, welcome. We are in the midst of the WordPress Plugins e-course. And if you're seeing this video, you have either signed up for the WordPress Plugins e-course, or you are currently in Module 6 of WordPress Basics, where I'm giving you a sneak peek into the first lessons in the WordPress Plugins class. So just to kind of catch everyone up, whether you are in the WordPress Plugins or WordPress Basics class. For the past lessons, we have been building out this demo website. So those folks who have taken WordPress Basics, you're familiar with this website. We went in and added a few posts. We learned how to add images and video and audio. We learned how to add pages and things like widgets and links. So right now we're going to get a little deeper into the WordPress site, and actually we're going to add plugins. And plugins are these little pieces of software that tons and tons of programmers out there who are in the WordPress community, they contribute these plugins to you, the user, for free. Most of these are free. There are a few plugins out there that you have to pay for that are really good, and they're worth their money. As a matter of fact, the entire DIY with Ty website, the membership part of it is I purchased a plugin to do that, and I'm very happy with that. So if any of you are interested, I can definitely send you an email and discuss that plugin later. But right now we're going to talk about a plugin that we installed previously in a previous lesson, and that's for our Contact Us page for this website. So if I click on Contact Us, right now we just kind of have a blank page. We've added these footer widgets in a previous lesson, but I actually want to add a form for people to fill out if they want to send you an email or send feedback. So we're going to jump to our plugin section of the dashboard. And for those of you who are not familiar, we have a lot going on the screen. Right now there are 2 plugins that need to be updated, and I'm just going to leave those alone for now. And there's, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, about 4 that are active. And there are a couple that I've installed that I have not activated. So I'm just going to click over here to active. Just kind of clean that screen up a bit so it doesn't look too confusing to you. And right now, I have 4 active plugins. And the one that I want to work with for this particular lesson is called Fast Secure Contact Form. And if you don't currently have this installed, I just want to show you real quick if you missed it in the last lesson. You can always click on Add New, and actually all you have to do is type in Fast Secure Contact Form and hit Search Plugins, and it should come up. Now mine is showing it's already installed. If you don't, you can just click Install Now, and then you'll be in the same place that I am in that I'm going to show you. So let me go back over to the plugins, and I want to click on Settings. The first thing you want to do with this plugin, after you activate the plugins, most of them will give you settings or options, either right here in this area, or you'll find them under the Settings tab on the left side. So I'm going to click Settings, And now let me say, this might look complicated to you at first. It actually gives you a lot just right out the box, I would say. But I just want you to scroll down and see this is a lot of information that you can fill in to really make a nice form. Like sometimes when you go on the internet, you see these long forms. We're not going to do a long form today, but if you wanted to do that, this will give you the capability to do that. It actually has CAPTCHA. If you ever been to a website and you filled out a form and it gives you these funny letters you have to type in, sometimes you have to type it in a couple of times because the letters are crazy looking and you can't really read them. But this gives you the ability to do that. It's extra protection for your website if you want to do that. There's a couple other things under here. They just recently added this, I think, this meeting scheduler. I haven't gotten into it yet to tell you what it does, but I'm just scrolling down just to let you see why I really love this form. It just offers a lot of options. It even offers you options to style it. So, but what we're going to do today in this lesson is simply just add the form. And I may go into a little bit further with some of these other things. So I'm going to kind of scroll all the way back to the top. All the way back. And it has things, I skipped this part, it has autoresponders. So you can really do a lot with this. One of the first things you'll want to do is check to make sure your email that you want to use is in there. Like I'm going to change this to ty@DIY-with-ty.com. Usually it'll take whatever email address you use to register or sign up with for your WordPress website. But if you don't want to use that, you can definitely change the email so that whenever someone sends you feedback, it'll go to that email. I'm not really going to use an autoresponder for this, but just for purposes to keep it consistent, I wanted to make sure I'm using the same email address throughout. I'm just going to scroll through here. Oh, this is something else that is pretty neat. I set up something for a client last year, and it actually will let you attach files. So if you wanted to give a person the ability to upload a Word doc or PDF or a graphic, you could actually do that with this form. And you can also give them the size. Like certain web hosts, won't let you upload anything past a certain size. Okay, well, I think that's it for now. So you're probably wondering, okay, Ty, you have all those options. How do you add that to a page? Real simple. If you notice, and you almost have to, you can scroll down and miss it, but it's right here. There's this thing called shortcodes with WordPress that you'll see quite a bit in some of the plugins that I'll introduce in the WordPress plugins class. And this short code is all you need to get your form on the page. So I'm going to hit Control-C on my keyboard, and then I'm going to go over to Pages on my computer. Okay, finally we are on the Pages section, and what I want to do, and these are pages that were set up previously. We're going to scroll down to the Contact Us page. I'm going to click on it. And right now there's nothing in there. So remember we copied the short code from the Fast Secure Contact form. I'm just going to click Paste. And you can actually put this in under the Visual tab or the HTML tab. Either way, it works fine. That's what makes short codes so great. They kind of have code that works either in either editor, which makes it really great. Because if you've ever added HTML to the Visual tab, that doesn't work. And this is a great solution for that. So let me hit update and we'll go out to the website to see how it looks, the form. Okay, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to reload the page. All right, and there you go. Very simple form, just asking for the name, email address, the subject, a message. This one already has the CAPTCHA code included. And that's what you get right out the box. Just one of the very first forms. And that's not bad. And really, when I set people up, I set them up with just that general form. Now, can you add to this? Yes, you can. You can definitely add to it. Let me go back over to the dashboard area, and I'm going to go back to plugins, back to settings. It's also, the contact form is also under plugins. You can get to it in two ways. I just want to go back to this section again. You may not have noticed this at first, but it actually gives you more than one form. Like the one that we added was the Form 1. So I'm going to click View. And that's basically what you see here is what is on that Contact Us page. But it gives you a couple other options. So let's click on Form 2 to see how that looks. Okay, Form 2 looks about the same to me. And look at Form 3. Form 3 looks about the same to me too. Looks like it gives you the ability to edit. Let me just look at Form 4. I guess what this is if you wanted to have more than one form on the page, for example, if you just want to do the Form 1 for the Contact Us page, and say later you wanted to do a speaking page, you wanted the people who were going to contact you for a speaking engagement, you want to give them a different and longer form. Well, that's possible. So let's try it out. Let's go to Form 2. It actually lets you edit it. So I'm going to click Edit just to see what it does. And right now it has, I'm going to give Form 2 a label just so I can see. Let's see, speaker schedule, or let's say schedule speaker or something like that, just to see if we can give it a different name. Now notice with this new form, it has yet not the email address I want to use, so I'm going to put the email address I want to use, Ty at DIYWithTy.com. Here's something else you can add. You can actually, it's taken the title of the WordPress title that I gave to the website, but you can change this. Like I can change it to say schedule, I don't know, Ty for speaking event or engagement. So you can change that. Let's see, what are some other things I want to change? I'm going to change this. You see how I'm kind of going down the page? I'm going to do a copy. So I'll be typing here. That's if I want to do an autoresponder. If we didn't want the CAPTCHA on there, I'm just going to uncheck this. Right now it was enabled, but I'm going to uncheck it because I like to see it without the CAPTCHA. Okay, right now these are the fields that is already on the form. It has the name field, it has the email field, it has the subject field, and the message field. Say I wanted to add another field. Well, it gives you a couple of options here. I think what I'm going to do is I would like to know the organization that is wanting me to speak for them. So I'm going to add this label, organization. Over here, there's the different field types. For an organization, all you need is a text box. It's a little short text box. So I'm just going to choose that. Let's keep that as is. Let's see if there's anything else I want to add. I think that'll be all. And say I want the phone number. So I'm put phone number. That's also just a text area. So I've added 2 fields to this form 2. I think that'll do it. I'm going to go ahead and update options to see what we get with this form 2 that Okay, so we have a form 2. This is the second form. And if you notice, we have added 2 more fields, organization and phone number. I didn't make those required. These have a little asterisk by them if you wanted to make them required. But you can see, and I also took away that caption. So you can see how you can actually make a pretty long form. And, you know, it might take a little bit of time, but just to go back, here's form 1. That's the one we currently have on the Contact Us page. And here's form 2 that we just edited a while ago. So say you wanted to add form 2 instead of form 1. Let's go back to Pages and back to the Contact Us. And this is actually really simple. All you have to do is just change the number. This was for 1 for form 1. So since we want to switch out form 2, I'm just going to add a 2 here and then hit update. So see how easy that is? You can create as many forms as you want, and you can actually change out the forms on that same page, or we could have created another page that said speaker and added form 2 to that page. You could do that as well. So I'm going to go over to the Contact Us page and hit reload. And there you go. We have the form that we actually want to use for those who want to schedule us for a speaking engagement. So that's how easy it is to add a form. You just, make sure you put the email address where you want this sent to. And that's the fast and quick and easy way. So I'm going to go back over to plugins, and just once again, that's fast, secure contact form. There are lots of forms that you can try out, but this is one of my favorites because of all the options that it gives you. So I hope you get a chance to really explore that contact form. You can, if you want more information, I'm going to go to right here. It says visit the plugin site. And there's actually a domain name that says is www.fastsecurecontactform.com. So this tells you how popular this form is. This guy has its own domain name. So you can go here if you want a little bit more information. I'm sure there's no way I covered all that I could in about a 30-minute lesson. So you can definitely go and check out any of the things that they might offer, or some of their support information if you want to really do more with the form. So I hope to see you back in the next lesson, and enjoy.